Okay guys, we're here for another episode of the Weekend Rental. Today we're going to be talking about Metal Slug X for the Neo Geo MVS. This is an interesting game because you probably already saw the Metal Slug 2 video that I did. Here is the cart. It is blue. It is see-through. It's really cool looking. It's got a replacement label. If you want to kind of compare it real quick to something like Windjammers, you can see how the labels are different. This is actually pretty common these days for collectors to put new labels on there because they tend to get roughed up or torn off, and when people open up the carts to make sure the boards are legit, it can rip the label and stuff like that. So it's an interesting thing. People have been able to mimic them really closely, but have a little tint to make sure they're not trying to rip people off. Yeah, this is interesting again because this is a better version of Metal Slug 2. There's less slowdown. There's added sound effects. And I played through Metal Slug 2 last week and I loved it. I mean, there was slowdown, don't get me wrong. There's problems with the game. But it was a blast. It was so cool. And I know there's stuff in Metal Slug 2 that they didn't carry over to Metal Slug X. Like in the first stage, that little hippie helper who is Hadoukening a bunch of stuff. So let's give a look at Metal Slug X, and hopefully you can compare the two videos and see which one's worth picking up. X tends to go for a little bit more money, so keep that in mind. But if you're going to play with a buddy, go with X because the slowdown with two people is just kind of nuts. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Weekend Rental. We're going to be playing
Metal Slug X!
That's right. This is kind of a remake of Metal Slug 2. So let's check it out. First change is that they actually say the names after you select them. Marco! Like that.
Mission 1. Start.
Also, this is nighttime instead of daytime, like in Metal Slug 2. So if you haven't watched Metal Slug 2 video, watch that, because you're going to notice right off the bat, this is silky smooth compared to the other game. You can see they also changed some of the enemy layout, I guess, but not a big deal. Also, they simplified the death animation so you don't chop people in half with the machine gun anymore.
Okay.
I'm guessing that was to make the game a little bit more manageable for the hardware.
Okay.
Ease the slowdown. Another new weapon that was not in Metal Slug 2. So a little bit of slowdown now. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Thank you. Heavy machine gun.
Yeah, and it's just like a much smoother running game, especially with two people. Well, much of it is the same, the music is a little different, and some of the bosses are different too, as you'll see in a second.
Thank you. Rocket launcher.
And now I got a rocket launcher, which is awesome. Whoops, whoops, whoops. kind of good at Metal Slug games. Just saved every dude.
You're great.
I am great, thank you. Appreciate that.
Mission complete.
So it's impressive. They still have most of the graphical stuff in here. A couple new bosses, and
Mission start.
again, it's a different game.
Laser gun.
Well, you see, like the weapon selection is different too. But for the most part, it's the same levels, but just with a couple additions and subtractions. And improvements to the game. I definitely like 2, though. I mean, I can really appreciate 2.
Thank you. Thank you. Iron Blizzard.
Aw, man. See, this is one addition I don't like, the dog zombies. Can never get behind whimpering dogs in video games, even mummy ones. I don't even think I've died yet. Really use an antidote here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Thank you. Thank you. Firebomb.
I haven't played all the way through this game, but if it's anything like 2, it's a good game. Man. First death.
Shotgun. Thank you.
This is a little bit different, just like how the enemies spawn. Nothing crazy. I have chickens following me for some reason. You know, we won't go through too much of this. This level is pretty much the same. It's just the color's a little bit different.
Flame shot.
I haven't played enough of 3, I don't think, either, to really come to an assumption on this stuff. I just think they're all really great games. I even just bought Metal Slug 4, like a complete kit from Japan, just because they have new copies of Metal Slug 4 for cheap, like complete kits. Being smoother does help when it comes to like these jumps and things like that.
Flame shot. Okay.
Oh, I gotta kill this guy first.
Shotgun.
Well, I didn't even see that guy. I thought I killed them all. Oh, I could really use that. Might as well finish the stage out real quick. Or go as far as I can on this one credit playthrough. This part's the same, this boss I believe is the same. I haven't played Metal Slug X in a long time.
Heavy machine gun.
Get it again. It's probably easier anyway. So far the same, same setup. Oops. No, might as well finish this boss. So you can see if you go and look at the Metal Slug 2, and the boss is way easier, holy crap, in this one. Way easier. Yeah, so that's Metal Slug X. We're not going to play through the whole game, but you can compare and contrast between this and Metal Slug 2 that I did for last episode. And, see which one you want to invest your time and money into. But this song is awesome right here. Just listen to this. I kind of just want to keep playing. Look at this. Guy's just chilling. Just murdered him in cold blood anyways. Alright, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Weekend Rental. Take care.